Hi, good night everyone, and welcome to another video of mine. Tonight I'm gonna talk a little bit about the current health crisis that we're facing in West Papua. Most of you would have heard or read about the outbreak of measles and malnutrition in West Papua, which have resulted in the death of almost 100 children in the Asmat area of West Papua. From the reports that we have read, these people in the villages said that the outbreak started back in September, and they actually requested for the help from the government, especially from the health authorities in Papua, but no one ever responded or took their plea for help very seriously. So I am very upset in the way the Indonesian government is treating our people, especially in regards to their health. So I would like to remind the Indonesian government that with all these programs that you are currently implementing in West Papua in terms of building the road and the bridges and whatever you claim to have done, you won't convince the people of West Papua to in the fight the, to free themselves from the colonial rule. So um, I would like to encourage our people in West Papua, especially those in the rural areas. We're living in such a time where although Indonesia claimed to have done its part in trying to alleviate poverty in Papua, but I think basically they're ignoring the duty and responsibility towards the people of West Papua. All they're interested in instilling all the resources, raping the land, and doing businesses, and totally forgot about the people over there. So as a Papuan, I'm very frustrated in the way the Indonesian government is handling the health crisis currently in West Papua. For God's sake, this thing actually happened back in September, and you never took the you never sent an assistant to West Papua back in September. Why now, when all these children are dying? And this is not the first case. There were several years back, and we do have reports that children dying of measles and malnutrition started back in early 2000. And there were cases of children dying and of malnutrition and measles, and the government simply do not have that the way to handle this health crisis. So it seems that Indonesian government does not really care about the people of West Papua and have neglected his roles and responsibility in looking after our people. So the only solution or the only way for the West Papuan people would be to help themselves, and that would be for Papuan people to be free from colonialism, so they can be able to help their own people. And I don't think Indonesian government is interested in the lives of Papuans. All they're interested in making money, raping the land, stealing all the resources, and helping themselves. And they don't really care about the people of West Papua. And the way we have seen with the health crisis currently in West Papua, Indonesian government just now woke up from the long slumber and decided that, oh, there's a crisis in West Papua. But this thing happened back in September, and from the reports that we have seen, these villages actually asked for assistance from the local regency and even the health authorities over there, but nobody took the help so seriously. And now we hear about over 100 children dying, and it's not only in Asmat. I think it happened in other parts of West Papua. I think in Paniai and also in Duga and other parts of West Papua. There was a report that we saw that there were a number of children dying, and basically the government never took this seriously. And I personally would think that Indonesian government is deliberately allowing this to happen so that it can exterminate the Melanesian race in West Papua. So so it can basically take over the land and continue to colonize the people of West Papua. And I would like to encourage everyone out there, especially all the health workers in the area, who are helping out in trying to help our people. All we can do is we can pray and pray for you all and believe that the help will come soon, and these children can be helped immediately. And also we have to remind our people back home to look after yourself, especially with little children. If you have a baby that's recently born, maybe it's good to take him to the nearest hospital to get him or her immunized, so that your children are protected from any diseases. So yeah, I would like to encourage all to remain positive and to remain calm and continue to live and live on your land, protect your land, and continue to believe in what we're doing, and if God is for us, who can be against us? We're going to win this fight. Thank you, and God bless you all.